right. Snowy day. What's up, Vaughn? Wasn't sure who was going to pop on here in a mid-afternoon stream here. Let's see if any of our other regulars jump on the stream. All right, here we go. Got to get this thing popping. I'm trying to squeeze it in between the school day and volleyball practice. It was pretty okay, Vaughn. Teaching in this pandemic is a little bit nutty, but doing the best that we can. All right, here we are at week 16 of our Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda Sim Series. Everybody, this is Phil Nagy on Sports. Thank you, as always, to my subscribers. Really appreciate you. Well over 300 of you. Welcome, Karen. Good to see you. Yay, Browns. Thanks so much, Michael. I appreciate it. M&M. What class are you headed to, Michael? Hope it's a good one. Anyway, we're trying to knock out our Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda Sim Series. We got 2 weeks left here. 16. Like the playoffs are in store for us. But we're going to do our best here. Lamar Jackson out to the right side. He's going to get taken down. He's going to get about 7 on first down. Oh, Music Theory. Sounds awesome. Good luck, M&M. Wendell, welcome. Hey, 504, welcome. Week 16 of our Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda Sim Series. They're going to give the delayed handoff. That's Ingram up the middle. He's going to get the first down and more as he slips around the side here. Snowy day in Cleveland. Remember, in real life of week 16, we lost this one 31-15 as all, but pretty much all of our, what's the word I'm looking for? Postseason hopes were dashed. We are 7-6-1 in the Sim Series. The real Browns were 6-8 at this time, so a little bit better with Stefanski and Joe Woods and their respective playbooks. But we have had some weird Madden things happen. I also have the new version of the game, so we'll get that one popping here just as quick as we can, but got to be true to it and finish it off here today, so we're going to knock this thing out here real quick, like in the middle of the day, and then maybe sometime tomorrow or Thursday. I did, Wendell. I got it out of the box and played with it a little bit last night. They have vowed to fix some things. We'll see if they actually do or not. Hey, the Mad Hero, welcome. Glad you could be on it live. But yeah, so I played with just a touch of it. As usual, EA is investing their money in Ultimate Team and playing people online. They've got this new version where it's just like pickup games called The Yard, where you like create your character and then just jump in with a bunch of other random people from around the globe and play, which is cool, but certainly doesn't help our simulated franchises become any more realistic. So we're going to start that, and Kit and I have decided we're going to go to... Hey, welcome, Anthony. Kit and I have decided we're going to do all the preseason games as well, even though the real Browns won't be playing the preseason games, just to kind of help us get used to the new roster and any new kind of quirky Madden things that might be going on, and then we will and can kind of adjust from that point. So, but it's good to see everybody. It's been crazy, man. I feel like I'm so scared every time I watch the real Browns training camp dailies, because I feel like we're just going to find out that somebody else that's important to the team is hurt, which has been pretty scary, but they're going to make it work somehow. In Andrew Berry we trust. So here we go. Here's the Browns defense. That is not Larry Ogunjobi, but the names are right. Again, in our Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda Sim Series, finishing up the 2019 season. Just 2 weeks left, Ravens and Bengals. Pretty small chance of us making the playoffs at this time, but I suppose anything's possible. If we go 9-6-1, we could muck some things up for some people. There's a little handoff on second down by Kenneth Dixon. We're going to get ourselves... Okay, welcome Graham, welcome Dwayne. Wendell thinks we're going to win this game and push for the playoffs. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Lamar Jackson on a 3rd and 4. He's back to pass. He's got time. He's going to go across the middle, and he overthrows Mark Andrews, who is wide open. We've seen that before. Baker overthrows that football once or twice a game, and so Lamar Jackson does as well. And the Browns defense holds here on their first drive. Snowy day at First Energy Stadium. Football weather for sure. And so Justin Tucker in to attempt this 45-yarder on their first drive of the game. His kick is driven, and it looks like it's good, and it is. 3-0 Baltimore on their first drive. Tucker now to kick this thing away. Richie James Jr., kick returner that we picked up off of free agency, because there was no kick returner on that roster last year.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, also, I think Stefanski was asking about Madden, the new Madden game. Stefanski looks weird. Their version of Stefanski looks weird. There's Baker, over 4,000 yards, 24 TDs, and 20 interceptions. Absolutely brutal. I still don't know, Wendell. I haven't actually done any franchises or seasons yet. I'll have to check. Are they playing 17 this year? Did they make that switch for this year? Are they going to play 17 games? Because I thought they only released a 16-game schedule. My guess is it'll be whatever they're actually going to do this year. Whoa, Baker going way downfield. Overthrows Beckham. Holy smokes. That was wild. He went way down the field there, one-on-one with Jimmy Smith. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought too, Graham, that the extra playoff, I think the extra playoff team is for this year, is that right? But then the 17th regular season game comes in next year, is my recollection off the top of my head. Turn around, Nick Chubb right up the middle, and he's going to get run into by Patrick Onwuzar, middle linebacker there. And they're going to go backwards. Unfortunately, actually not backwards. They just don't get all the yards that they needed to get on a 3rd and short. But at least we're running the football on 3rd and short. But Chubb's got to truck stick that guy. He was too worried about putting his hands on Janovich. Sorry, they've been saying Janovich on the training camp live. So I should start saying Janovich, I guess. All right, Scottish Hammer boots this one away. Browns are not going to be successful. That thing checks at the 5. Stay there. It does. Down at the 1. What a punt by the Hammer. Let's go. The Scottish Hammer. And that thing just checks up for him at the 1-yard line. Great punt for Jamie Gillen. I'm not actually sure, Wendell. I thought the same thing that Graham did. I thought the 17th game shows up next year, but the 7th playoff team comes this year. All right, they're going to give that ball to Ingram right side. He spins through the hole, and he's going to get close to a first down. So 8 yards on his first carry. That gets them out of the end zone. So maybe that safety not as likely here coming up. But who knows? Myles Garrett, leading sacker in NFL history this season in the Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda Sim series, because he actually stayed healthy. Watch out. Here comes Lamar Jackson, left side. He's got some space. Ball's out. It's picked up. Schobert's got it, 10, down to the 5. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 6. Joe Schobert, even better than a safety. How about a fumble right there? Scooped up. Look at Money Mitch ripped that football out, and Schobert picks it up, and I thought maybe he was going to get the corner. Mark Ingram does knock him out. Browns defense with a huge turnover. This Joe Woods defense. I will say that watching the training camp live, they do look sharp. Now, part of it, you never know how is it like. Is it the offense, like especially yesterday's? Is it the offense being bad or is it the defense being good? But they have looked sharp so far, and the disguising of the coverages and things has been good. Agreed, Tilted. Welcome in. All right, goal line formation here. 1st and goal from the 6. They're going to turn around, give that thing to Chubb right up the middle. He's going to get half of it, more than half of it. Eminem cheering. Way to go, Eminem. Let yourself go. Let yourself dream. Oh, and overtime goes back to 15 minutes. Okay. Here's Earl Thomas. How's everybody feeling? The 13 of you that are watching. Are you let's go with Earl Thomas if you're the Browns, or you stay away from Earl Thomas? Well, then I'll tell you my thoughts. Across the middle, touchdown! No, they're going to say it's out of the back of the end zone. Jarvis, he was wide open though. So now we got a 3rd and goal. Strong eye to the right side, actually weak eye, but they're going to run it again up the middle, and maybe that wasn't the best yard. And the Browns continue to squander the inside the 5, or the 6 in this case, opportunities. All right, Dwayne takes him for the right price for a year. Graham also would take him for 1 year on a cheap deal. Tilted wants to give him a shot with a 1-year prove-it type deal. Okay. Interesting comments. All right, here is Seibert to put that thing through, and he does, 3-3. So, better than the 2 points we would have gotten from a safety. Feel like we maybe left 4 out there, though. Landry was so close to catching that thing in the back of the end zone. Yeah, I would say, in general, I certainly like the revenge against the Ravens factor. That's appealing to me, but I mean, he's a very talented player still, and they are kind of Super Bowl or bust, so whatever kind of locker room cancer he was must have been pretty significant for them to just cut bait this quickly, so I'm a little concerned about that. Yeah, Kieran saying the exact same thing. And plus I just think he's got a lot of miles on the tire. I think maybe 2 years ago I would absolutely have signed him, and I think, interestingly enough, if John Dorsey was still the GM, they would have signed him already because he likes the splashy players. But I think Andrew Berry, they're really going to do their due diligence. There's a tackle made by Money Mitch there, Mark Andrews on the tackle. I guess I would rather go for like Logan Ryan, maybe Eric Reed, Obi Melifonwu, who's actually on this roster as we speak, is available. Even Tony Jefferson, who was on the Ravens last year and then didn't come back. There may be some other players who can get who are just as, almost as good, but maybe not the headache, I guess. Wendell thinks he might be coming. Yeah, so we'll see. A little play, they set up the screen. He's going to lose some yards. Great pursuit, Demarius Randall there. Great play. They're going to lose 5. Second 15 coming. Nice play there, Demarius Randall. Good to have him healthy. We wish him all the best out in Oakland. He got up there quickly. Second and 15 now. Lamar Jackson, he's going to be under center. They got 2 receivers to the right, or 2 tight ends to the right side, 2 receivers to the left. A little press coverage from Greedy down there. Going to go play action. Miles broke the tackle. They go across the middle. It's picked. Denzel's got it. Denzel Ward picks it off. Second turnover of the first quarter for the Ravens. Welcome, Michael. Appreciate you being on. Michael's a pro Earl Thomas person. It's pretty split. It's interesting. The people I talk to in the Twitter polls and things that I've seen. And I'm kind of with you, Graham. If he's willing to do it for $5 million and Logan Ryan doesn't want to do it for anything less than 12, then yeah, I think I would take Earl Thomas at $5 million. But yeah, I don't know what you do. Maybe King in the North. That's right, Calvin. Welcome. Hope everything's going over there. Going well over there across the pond. We're glad you're on the stream. All right, second turnover of the first quarter. Browns need to capitalize. Denzel Ward, the Warden of the North, with the pick there. They're going to go stretch left side, and he's going to gain 1 yard. So Chubb, gosh, the last maybe 8 weeks of this sim has just had the roughest time getting going running the football, Nick Chubb. A lot of these games where he's got like 15 carries for 19 yards, which is just baffling to me. Go! Kareem Hunt breaks the tackle. He's going to go. 10-5, touchdown. Kareem Hunt. Big time. Look at him breaking all those tackles. Kareem Hunt has looked really fast in the training camp live videos. If you've been able to watch those, he looks like he's going to be good. They're going to be a really wicked 1-2 punch in real life. I am doing well, Calvin. Thank you for asking. Started school on Monday. My school district is all virtual right now, so I sit on Zoom sessions for like 6 hours a day with kids, and it's just brutal. I feel so bad for them, just watching their souls get sucked away, staring at the screen for 6 hours. But it's the best play. It's the best way to keep people safe right now until our county in Ohio can get their cases a little bit lower. Then we'll go in with half of the kids. That was very Nick Chubb-like. I agree, Dwayne. And yeah, you're right, Michael. That was a big play. Wendell, I'm with you. Wow, indeed. So 10 points off of the 2 Ravens turnovers. That's a good way to start the game. That was a big time run there from Kareem Hunt. Yeah, I agree, Tilted. Something was going on yesterday. You're right that the whole team kind of looked like garbage. That was weird. Hopefully they will bounce out of it. Yeah, thank you, Calvin. I appreciate it. again, whatever. It's, you know, I'm flexible. I'll do what needs to be done, but I feel so bad for the kids. And it's so much harder to engage them that way. And especially me, I teach music in a recording studio with guitars and drums and video cameras and things like that. And it's hard for them to learn those things if they can't touch those things. So it is what it is. We'll do what we do until it happens. Yeah, I'm with you, Tilted. He's been a real highlight in camp so far. It's been fun to see after we've seen some of those videos that Kit made for us with the outside zone scheme. It's been fun to see it happen in camp, where you see all of the linemen, you know, go side to side, you know, to start with, and then they run that way, or they'll like boot against the flow of the zone running scheme, which is pretty cool. So it's been fun to kind of watch that happen. Like, oh, yep, there it is. There's the Kevin Stefanski scheme happening just the way we thought it would. And watching Kit's videos make me a smarter consumer of sports. You're right, Wendell. They are not. They want to run the football for sure. So look at that. Denzel in the zone up there at the top of the screen. Yeah, I'm with you, Calvin. He does look refreshed. There is a tackle. Ooh, broken tackle for Marquise Brown. Lucky to get him back down because he can fly. Broke that first tackle of Greedy Williams. 2nd and 1 upcoming. Pistol formation. They're going to turn around and give this one no play action. He's got lots of time. There goes Miles. He breaks free. He's got him. Myles Garrett continuing to set the world on fire. He is over 30 sacks now on the season. He is long since passed Michael Strahan for the most sacks in a year. And coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's kind of the theme of our 2019 Sim Series. If Miles had not been ejected, then what could have happened? Maybe he could have broken the sack record. He was on a pretty good pace when he left. That's over 30 in our Sim season for him now. Jurassic Miles, I love it. You're right, Mad Hero. Oh, here comes Lamar. He's going to take off. He's got the first down. He's going to make a juke. Rip that ball out. Hit him. Hurt him. No, don't hurt him. I don't know. Don't hurt him in real life. He is a sack master. That was a nice scramble there. Browns had nobody spying. That's an easy 15 yards for Lamar. Oof, I don't want to think about that one, Tilted. But it is a legitimate concern. That's true. It is only a sim. We can hurt him in the sim. You're right, Dwayne. Without wishing ill will on any actual human being, we can hope he gets hurt in the sim. That's a really good question, Tilted. If they both ball out this year, can you afford to give them both big deals? Whoa, watch out! My guess, and again, we haven't really seen enough from Andrew Berry to consider a track record yet, but my guess is only one of them gets the big deal, and then they probably take a running back higher in the draft next year, because running back is one of those quote-unquote replaceable positions. Well, that's true. Calvin thinks they would both stay with team-friendly deals. That's very possible. Watch out. He's going to go outside. Get him. He slides down, and Denzel still jacks him in the face after he slides down. That's the end of the first quarter here. And Wendell thinks both of them will get big contracts. So, I mean, we've got the cap space for now. But you're going to have Denzel Ward's big deal. You're going to have Baker, if he has a good year, his big deal. Ogunjobi needs re-signed. Sheldon Richardson and Vernon are both going to be free agents again. You signed Carl Joseph to a one-year deal. You signed Sendejo to a one-year deal. Yes, Calvin, you're right. Hunt he's even from the Northeast Ohio area. So they're going to punt the football away. Nice job there. They've got a bunch of cap space now, but eventually you're going to have to start signing your young stars with some big money deals. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. Obviously, this entire question is simulated on both of them lighting it up, and if both of them light it up, that means the Browns have a good year. So I think we can all agree that would be a fun conversation to have after they go, 10-6, 11-5. Baker, 7-step drop left side, ripped out of his hands. That ball, Kenny Young hit him hard there. That was Njoku with the drop. 0 for 3 to start the game for Baker, and the Browns have 10 points. Left side, here comes Nick Chubb bowling his way over Jimmy Smith finally. And now Jarvis Landry a little shaken up in the blocking. That ain't good. Not that they're throwing the ball to him very much recently, but that ain't good. Jarvis Landry injured, and he's on the sideline. So the good news is that he will come back into the game, as we have found. He is not going to the locker room. Bunch formation on the right side, shotgun for Baker. He's got Hunt in the game. He's going to pass. He's got time. He's going to fire it to the right side, and it's caught, and then he steps out of bounds at the 29. He's going to get a 5-yard gain. That's David Njoku. Unfortunately, they needed 6 there on 3rd and 6, and I'm assuming the Browns will go ahead and punt this one away. Brandon Carr on the tackle. Thought maybe he could turn the corner, and he did. Just couldn't quite fall forward enough there for David Njoku. 4th down in a punting situation for Cleveland. Scottish Hammer had a great punt in his first one in the game. Let's see if he can do it again. His feet are on the 15. Ball comes out into the swirling winter air here. Oh, it's going to check up again at the 5. Beautiful punt. And finally kicked dead at the 4-yard line. Let's go, Jamie Gillen. 2 great punts from the Hammer. The Scottish Hammer swaps out the hammer for a pitching wedge, and that thing just checks up and dies at the 4. Let's go. All right, power I formation. Look at that full house backfield. Lamar Jackson under center. They're going to try to get some space. They go Mark Ingram, and he's going to go right side. Nice tackle there in the hole for Denzel Ward, but he is going to get 6. Oh, Mad Hero, I'm with you. Man, David Njoku is such an athletic talent, and I think we talked about this before during other games. Watch out, here's a little zone read. Marlon Jackson makes a sweet juke move, but nice tackle there. They're going to go backwards. Huge play there. Denzel Ward holds him up. Hey, Kit made it. Good to see you, brother. Or cousin in this case. I hope we get another turnover down here. Turn around, Mark Ingram up the middle. He's going to get the first down now. Poke that ball out. Yeah, we've talked about it before, Mad Hero, on these stream games before. I think for Njoku, it's all between the ears. Something's got to be going on for him mentally, that he's just having some kind of issue. And again, for me, he catches the hard ones and drops the easy ones, which is even more frustrating. It's not a you need to spend more time with the jug machines thing. It's, I don't know, go talk to some sort of sports psychologist or something. Across the middle, it'll dump off to Mark Andrews. Bokum Kid's been a pretty good game. Denzel has a pick. We have a fumble. So they had 2 turnovers in the first quarter, did the Ravens. And then Hunt had a like 40-yard touchdown run where he broke a bunch of tackles, which is pretty sweet. I'm with you. Welcome, Kishan. Yeah, your boy Abercrombie, Harrison Bryant. He has been so good at camp. He might sneak in and be tight end number 2 if Njoku keeps crapping the bed on the easy ones. Here comes Lamar again. Another tackle for Denzel. And Olivier Vernon chases him down again. We need to email. Maybe I'll try to contact Nathan Segura and be like, bro, you got to start calling Harrison Bryant, Abercrombie, and Fitch. Well, that's right. You're right, because Njoku's got a little bit of a wrist injury right now. So, yeah, you're right. He is tight end 2 right now. All right, another full house backfield here. Second quarter, 1st and 10, 9:25 and counting to play here. They're going to go play action out of it. Now a little spin from Jackson. He's going to go back to the right side. He's going to hit Patrick Ricard out of the backfield. That's the fullback. And the fullback is going to get himself 4 yards. 2nd and 6 upcoming. Ooh, that one could have been picked a little overthrown again. That's the second bad incompletion from Lamar to start the game. 3rd and 6, he's in the shotgun. Lamar back to pass. Watch the run. He's going to go left side. He jumped the route. I thought he had another pick 6. Greedy Williams. He jumped the route and he was thinking about his touchdown dance. And it just drops out of his hands. Oh, he was right there. Look at that. Pick that sucker, Greedy. Oh no, it was Philip Gaines. Why is Gaines in the game? We must have some guys not playing. Philip Gaines is there. I thought that was greedy. Maybe that's why, because it was Philip Gaines. Absolutely should have been 6. All right, but they punt the football away. That one's going to bounce at the 5. Oh, this one's going to check up now for Sam Cook, and that thing goes down at the 2. Gosh, we've had 3 punts inside the 4-yard line so far in this game. Look at that thing, and maybe it's something about the snow. They think the ball should check up more in the snow. I don't know. I feel like it would make it more slippery to me. I guess if it's a big, thick, wet snow, maybe it just dies. Who knows? All right, Baker has not been particularly sharp. Running game has been moderately effective. Let's try to get some space here. Weak I formation. They're going to turn around, get the ball to Chubb right up the middle, and he's going to run into the aforementioned Earl Thomas. Welcome, Kevin. Good to see you. Turn around. They're going to get the one to Chubb again. He's going to break his first tackle. Go! Oh, and he's just going to get tripped up at the 7. Otherwise, he had that corner. Sweet chuck stick, though. 3rd and 5. Baker under center. Double tight end. Both receivers to the top of, 3 receivers top of your screen. 1 tight end. Back to pass. Baker. Back to pass. He's going to float it across the middle deep, but it's knocked away. Jimmy Smith steps in front of the receiver. That's Noah Brown, and the Browns are going to have to punt. Yeah, snow is doing all the work. Just batted away. So again, we're in week 16 of our Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda Sim series. Again, the Browns lost this one in real life. It was the Mark Andrews show in that game. They lost 31-15. We have one more game after this one, which we will try to do sometime later this week. I'm experimenting with this time slot, like right when my last school Zoom ends before I have to go to volleyball practice. So we'll see how this works out here. But 1st and 10 for Lamar. They're down 10-3. As we have talked about, there have been the Ravens do not play as well from behind because they cannot run the ball, even though Ingram is 8 for 64 so far. Yes, agreed, the tight end play. Except for yesterday. Don't watch yesterday's red zone practices. Mark Ingram up the middle again. He's going to get ripped down. That one's Greedy Williams at the 48-yard line. 3rd and inches. The old Madden and inches option. They're going to hand it off, but Lamar's going to keep it himself, and Miles brings him down, but he does get the first down on a little kind of lazy 3-yard run there. I have not watched the Building the Browns yet, Kishan. I need to do that. Were there any brain-busting developments in it? Kevin, earlier in the game, we had just sort of a conversation about how many people listening are in the Let's Take a Flyer on Earl Thomas camp, and I would say it's about 50-50 guys who are saying if he's, if it doesn't cost too much, a 1-year prove-it deal is worthy. Others have said, hey, nice sack there. Look at that blitz off the outside. Jannard Avery, who I heard today got carted off Eagles camp on a cart, so I feel bad for Jannard Avery. But for the most part, we said if there is another veteran, like maybe Logan Ryan, Eric Reed, Tony Jefferson, somebody like that, just because, the Ravens are Super Bowl or bust at this point. And Earl Thomas is a good player, and so if they cut him for being a locker room issue, then it must have been a pretty bad issue, was our interpretation of it.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Yes, like what Kit says is sort of the camp that I'm on. I'd rather go with somebody else. I do think we need another body or two back there in the defensive backfield, but I would try someone else before he comes with his problem. Watch out, Miles got him again! Second of the first half for Myles Garrett. Again, he is over 35th sack of the season. He says, what's up, Fletcher Cox? I'm going to beat your record that you broke. 35 sacks for Myles Garrett. Let's go. Incredible. Yes, I agree. I think Logan Ryan is my first choice. He can play corner. He can play free. He's versatile. He's a savvy veteran, but he's still only like, what, 29 years old, I think, 28, 29 years old. So he's not like old. Man, 35 sacks. Myles Garrett, if you're watching this sim right now, this is what you could have done last year if that crazy event had not occurred. Until the day I die, I will firmly believe that Mason said something that was very inappropriate to get Myles to snap like that. Until somebody can prove otherwise, that's my theory. Baker 1 for 5. You saw that stat line. It's not an accident, folks. He has been a little shaky to start. Now he's going to throw what could have been picked. That was Earl Thomas right there. Luckily, it bounced off his helmet. Across the middle. Hey, first down there. He's got it. Finally, they complete a pass for more than 5 yards. That's Taywan Taylor. That's a 20-yarder for a first down. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Malcolm Smith he's a veteran body. I think his mind is probably more valuable to the team than his skills right now. But at the rate which the injury bug is biting, you're going to need more bodies. Yeah, I agree, Kishan. Every time he does something, I'm like, oh yeah, he definitely was hurt last year, and it shows because he's definitely not hurt now, and he looks real, real good. All right, 2-minute warning here. Browns with their best offensive drive, other than the one after Denzel's pick that led to the Kareem Hunt touchdown run. Back to pass, Baker. He's got time. He flings it across the middle. Nice play. There's Kareem Hunt. He breaks a tackle. He's going to get knocked down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Clock running. We're at 1:36. Slant left. There's Beckham. He's going to get tackled right there at the 31. But his first catch of the day, first down. Browns still have all 3 timeouts as well. Back to pass. He's got his man. He's just sitting there waiting for the football. That was Beckham again. That was crazy. He just stood there and waited for the ball to get to him. And Beckham's second catch, and the Browns do call their first timeout. Yeah, I'm excited about Phillips as well as the rest of you who are saying that you're excited about Phillips. And I'm also not super worried about Jedrick Wills. I am a little worried about Chris Hubbard, though. Do you see how many times in a row Myles Garrett whipped him on that side? And it looks like Myles is playing almost exclusively on that right tackle side. Am I misinterpreting that, Kit? Would you agree with that? It looks like Myles is almost lined up exclusively on the right side, and I think part of that's because Adrian Claiborne can only rush from the left tackle side because of his weird palsy that he has in his arm. There's a catch out of the backfield to the 7. So that's interesting. But yeah, when Hubbard goes in there, when they give Conklin his veteran days off, Hubbard's just getting murdered by Myles Garrett. Okay, 20 seconds. We got the 1st and goal. What are we doing here, Browns? Let's go. 20, 19, 18. What's going on? Finally, they call their final timeout. Will they take a shot at the end zone here or just bring Seibert in here? We'll find out in mere moments. They're going to go ahead and try to run a play here. 2 receivers, so maybe 3 receivers and 1 tight end. Under the 2 receivers on the right side and a wing. I missed it. Little motion from right to left. Baker back to pass. No sacks, no sacks, no sacks, no sacks. Blitz in the middle. Touchdown, Odell Beckham. That was a late hit, sir. As Chris Wormley tackles him after the touchdown. Yeah, you're right, Dinosaur. Welcome, Dinosaur. Touchdown, Browns. Look at that. They called the timeout. Take 1 shot for the end zone with the time remaining, and that was an easy pitch and catch. Look at Chris Wormley, the defensive end, playing in the back of the end zone like that. It usually is maddening, Dinosaur, but that time it actually worked the way you kind of want it to, which is score with as little as time as possible. Whoa, that extra point is almost blocked. 11 seconds and the Browns lead 17. Look at that, 80 yards in 3 minutes. Baker much better on that drive, 8 of 10, 74 yards. and that touchdown. Good things happen when you throw the ball to 13. I'm just going to go ahead and say that out loud here in case the computer is listening. 11 seconds now, probably just time for one play. We'll see if they choose to try to run anything or if they're just going to take a knee. Looks like they are going to run some little tight ace formation, the tight end and a tight receiver on both sides. They're going to go ahead and give it to Ingram up the middle, and he's going to get first down, and he's going to get ripped down, and they're going to go ahead and call timeout with 3 seconds left. That's right, we didn't have training camp Baker. I mean, Baker's been pretty sharp most of the other days, I would say, but yesterday they were particularly bad all the way around. Jackson's going to heave it deep, and then it's incomplete. I couldn't tell what happened, but it looks like it hit the ground. Willie Snead was down there, so that is it for the first half. 2 turnovers for the Ravens, leading to 10 Browns points, and then that last drive, they marched it all the way down the field. 17-3 is the lead, and that's exactly where you want to put the Ravens, if at all possible. Who cares about that game? Ugh, Steelers, Jets. Rams at Seahawks. Seahawks at 5, Rams at 49ers. 49ers at 5-9, not going to make the Super Bowl, so Madden didn't see them coming. And the Bengals, who are not going to get the first pick, because look at them, they're 8-6. This is an important game. If the Dolphins can squeak out a win somehow, that really helps us, because that puts them at 8-7. If we win this game, then we're at 8-6-1. And the Ravens are at 9-7, so it could be real darn close. If the Dolphins beat the Ravens down there, that could set things up to make a must-win game with the Bengals for a chance to go to the playoffs. All right, here we go. Tucker going to boot this one away down the field. Richie James Jr. catches it at the 1-yard line. He's going to follow his blockers up the right side. He's going to get smacked down right in the middle. No, he's breaking tackles, and then he's going to go backwards to the 29, but nice forward progress up to the 29. Richie James Jr., again, just free agent. He had the best return rating. That's really the only reason he's on the roster. All right, Baker back into the huddle. He had much better last drive than pretty much the entire rest of the first half. 3 wide receivers bunched to the left side, 1 to the far right. Chubb alone in the backfield. They're going to turn around. He's going to go 7-step drop. He's going to fling it across the middle. He's got his man. That's Beckham. And he's going to get like 2 yards on that catch. But that's okay. Rhythm throws. Get your playmakers the football. Beckham can make that cut and go. That juke move and go. Turn around. Chubb right up the left side. Now he's going to veer it to the outside. Little juke move. And then he's going to get taken down. 4-yard gain for Nick Chubb. He's still just 9 for 22. Hard for him to get going these last like 8 weeks of our sims. It's just been brutal. His running game. A little motion from left to right. Back to pass Baker. Flinging it across the middle. First down. That is the Chief. Excuse me, that's Noah Brown, not the Chief. 88, not 85. Noah Brown. Dallas Cowboy practice squad player that we picked up earlier in the season when Rashard Higgins was injured. You're right, Wendell. If the Bengals do hold on to lose that Dolphins game, that sets up an awful lot of scenarios next week. And I don't know who the Ravens play next week. But yeah, maybe the Browns do shoehorn their way into the playoffs here. That would be pretty wild. Turn around, give the ball to Chubb again. He's going to go right up the middle. He's going to get smacked down after 4, but at least he's getting 4 and 5 per carry now instead of 1 or -1, which is what he was getting earlier. Right side, caught on this quick slant. That's Noah Brown again. First down for the Browns. Noah Brown, of course, from Ohio State. Plays on the Cowboys in real life, but we picked him off the practice squad. 3 tight ends in the game. Baker's going to throw out of it. He's got 3 options. He's going to go to DeValve on a little drag across the middle. Excuse me, that's Andy Janovic who lined up as a tight end. I'm sorry. Janovic, I am so sorry for calling you Seth DeValve. Andy Janovic with his first catch. 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. Nice little extension of the running game there with these little tight end or H-back, fullback drag routes in this particular case. Sure hands of Andy Janovich. He's been fun to watch in camp too. He's a stud. Could go down as the most underrated signing of the offseason when all is said and done, Andy Janovich. That's right, Kit loves the fullback glove. Kit was a fullback for everyone who doesn't know. That's why he loves the fullback so much. Across the middle on the slant, there's Taywan Taylor. First down Browns as they continue to drive. Baker now over 100 yards of passing on 14 completions. So that shows you what kind of passing game we've had thus far, like these little 2-yard, 1-yard passes. That one's going to go for 2 more yards to David Njoku. Second and a short 9, or a long 8, I suppose. Formation, Baker back to pass. They're getting rid of the ball quickly. He's going to fling it. He's got his man. That's Seals Jones. First down inside the 20 to the 17. So good protection for the offensive line right now, and it's given Baker time to find those receivers on some of these longer developing crossing routes. Oh, are you serious, Dinosaur? Is that... Has anybody watched today's? Did they do like just on air? Was it 7 on 7s, or just like when they're running plays against nobody and Higgins missed 4 catches? Back to pass, little play action, little spin, spin, and sack. We know that was coming. We've seen it before. Michael Pierce eventually gets there, 2 spins and sack. Oh yeah, yesterday Higgins had like the 1 red zone touchdown catch of any of them.
Forty. 180. 41 Mike. Here we go.
Yes, exactly. He did pirouette across the middle. Here's Hunt. They get some of the sack yardage back. 3rd and 12 now. Let's just be smart. We're in field goal range here.
All day, dog.
Ooh, and there's our Baker incompletion where he had him wide open and he overthrows him. So, but at least we don't turn the football over. A chance for Seibert to increase the lead. So I have a question for Kit, because I know he played college or high school and college football, and anybody else who played high school and or college football, or higher than college football, professionally or Canadian or something, indoor arena league. How much live tackling should they / do they need to be doing? Because every time I feel like, oh, they're going to do live tackling now, they're still just doing like the thud drills or whatever. At some point, don't you have to start tackling dudes in open space to get good at tackling dudes in open space? That's my question. Discuss. Cyber kicks the football away. Ripped down inside the 20. At the 20. For Jordan Lasley. So again, my question for anybody that has played football who is listening to this stream right now: how much real tackling should be happening during a training camp for your team to be ready to do real tackling? Because there's a difference between thud and now I actually have to bring Nick Chubb to the ground and I'm Jacob Phillips one-on-one with him in the hole. I feel like that's a different thing to prepare for. Okay, so Kip goes yes and no. Technique, breakdown, head position. Okay. Like I said, I have never played anything more than intramurals for my college, and I was at a music school, and we were the conservatory football team, so I was not exceptionally surrounded by good players, and obviously we were playing flag, so don't need to tackle to the ground to hammer technique. Okay. There we go. I mean, obviously, I don't, I trust the coaches. I'm just mostly curious, / I'd like to try to see some people tackle Nick Chubb.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch the ball.
All right, 1st and 10 here from the 32. Little jet sweep action. They're going to go ahead and give it to Snead. He's going to get ripped down. Look at Demarius Randall. That's a negative yard run. At least 2 hours every other practice of tackling. We played tackle football in the church parking lot as a kid. Incredible. Yeah, I had heard some speculation that maybe tomorrow after their off day they might actually have some fully go live practice times. Isn't there something to be said about, especially now when everybody's like, practice smart, don't hurt each other, don't tackle each other, you know what I mean? Like, because they've lost so many guys. I certainly understand that, but like, when you're trying not to hurt guys, sometimes you can accidentally hurt guys more often than if you were just playing the sport full speed. I feel like I know in the other sports that I play competitively, if I'm like trying in like half speed, that's when I'm going to hurt something more than if I just go full speed all out. Okay, and again, like I've said, I completely trust Kevin Stefanski and Drew Berry. I mean, obviously the whole analytics thing is making smart decisions based on data, and if the data says you shouldn't tackle until day 11 or something, I totally get that, and I'm on board with it. I'm mostly just curious. Little hand up the middle, 2 defenders waiting for Chubb. They're going to rip him to the ground. 11 carries for 27 yards now for Nick Chubb. Lydell, welcome. It has been a while. Glad you're on, my friend. We're slogging through this 2019 season as our pace of stream has slowed down now that the real life, a lot of real life has started for me. I'm a teacher, and so I'm teaching every day now. School's back, and I'm coaching every day now. So the time for streams is fewer and farther between. But I want to get this one finished because I did pop the new Madden into the PlayStation last night. Maybe I'll do a little video later where I'll just kind of introduce my channel to the roster. I'll kind of give everybody what the ratings are if you wanted to know, and you can all get pissed at how low everybody is that you like, because that's how Madden likes to roll. But we'll get that going, and hopefully maybe by this weekend Kit and I will be able to start the 2020, our actual Sim franchise. We're going to start with the preseason and take it from there, since there's not going to be any preseason for the real Browns. Yes, please. Okay, you got it, Dwayne. I'm easy. One guy asks for it, I'm going to do it. Play action. Baker back to pass. He's got time again. Flings it into some traffic. Did he hold on to the football? He did not. Dropped by Beckham. He got smashed by 2 guys there. Back to pass. Right side. There's a little flick to the right. Hey, there's a Rashard Higgins sighting. I keep forgetting that he was 81 last year, his first catch. Yes, the release date is on Friday for the United States, Calvin, but if you could pre-order like deluxe, like basically pay more and you get some stupid stuff and you get to have the game early. So I actually picked my copy up yesterday. So I have like the deluxe edition, which just means that if I play the Madden Ultimate Team or whatever, I get like another pack of players, whatever. But I never do that, so I don't even really know how that works. I just pay more to get it early. But I traded some other games in at GameStop, and it wasn't extra money for me after all. Baker with time. I thought he was going to scramble for a second. Instead, he's going to get sacked big time. Onwunasar is going to get in there, 7-yard sack. That's going to do it for the third quarter. And Browns up 20-3 comfortably. 15 minutes here to go. Let's just get out of this game healthy and efficiently now. 2nd and 17, I formation. I play Ultimate Team on FIFA. Oh, I can only imagine on FIFA there's so many more guys. He's going to go deep. Baker picked. But they're going to say he's out. No, they're going to say he's in right there. Earl Thomas, he's auditioning for us. And he picks the football at the 6-yard line. Baker, ill-advised throw on a deep, looked like a square out, or was it a comeback route? All I know is Taywan Taylor was out of bounds. And that looks like, depending on when he had the football, that he got both his feet in. Yeah, you're right, Dinosaur. He actually did scramble. Was he 2 games ago? Last game? I don't remember. But he did actually have 2 scrambles. They're going to just call it. Not even a booth review on that. Bad pick there for Baker. His first real mistake of the day. Right side, Lamar overthrows everybody. I think it was the Bengals game, maybe. I have no idea yet, Wendell. I have only played it for about 5 minutes yesterday because it's got to like load up and download the latest version and all that stuff. Yep, there's the old face mask penalty.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Yes, the running was shocking because of the invisible fence. I'm gotcha. You are a comedian, Dinosaur. I love it.
Automatic first down.
So the Browns trying to just give all kinds of free yards here. Lamar in the shotgun. Scott Ingram with him. Watch out, Miles is coming, but he's going to get rid of the football across the middle, and a really nice short tackle there by Mack Wilson. I'm here Tuesday nights. That's right. I'm here every Tuesday night. Comedy Hour with Dinosaur. All right, back to pass Lamar out of the shotgun. He's going to sling it to the right side on a slant to Willie Snead, and he's got the first down, does Willie Snead, to the 34, but clock running, and Baltimore running out of time here to try to get back in this football game. Back to pass, Lamar flings it across the middle again. Another little quick drag from left to right. That ball is complete there. 9 yards. That's Seth Roberts. Money Mitch on the tackle. Money Mitch has looked good in training camp until he got a little nicked up. A little screen pass to the right side. Off balance throw. It's caught by Ingram, and he steps over a man. He's to the right side. He's going to get knocked out by Greedy Williams all the way down to the 33. Big time game there for Mark Ingram. That's funny. Yep, the old screen pass, but we're not running it. They're running it against us. Oh, they're still in there. Everybody runs them. In fact, the Baltimore runs them a bunch, especially when they're down. They run a screen pass a bunch. Lamar, he's got him! Myles Garrett, sack number 3. That's 36 on the season for Myles Garrett. Oh, gosh. Incredible. Look at that. 3rd sack of the game for Myles. Let's go. Oh, yeah, your big Washington football team friend. I'm still on I like the Red Tails. I like the Tuskegee Airmen nickname thing. That was cool. But Red Hawks is fine. It is what it is. I don't know. Washington football team feels pretty dumb to me, but our team is a color that's technically named after a person, so I can't really comment on the tenacity of other people's mascot choices. All right, 4th and 1, so they're going to go ahead and opt for a field goal here, 42-yarder. Garrett or Mahomes? McGinnis, you're asking me that question? Like, if I'm starting a team tomorrow, do I pick Garrett or Mahomes? Is that what you mean? (20-6) now, 10:38. Browns need to start chewing some clock. Richie James Jr. up to the 25.
Let's go, folks.
I mean, I love Myles. If that was what your question is, Kevin, I love Myles, and I really hope that Baker Mayfield can be great for a long time. Hey, welcome, Sean. Go Browns. Oh, for MVP? That's a different question. I mean, I don't know. I think the game undervalues the defensive players, so he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year, but I doubt he wins the MVP, even though he probably should. But if you're asking me if I'm starting a team and I pick a guy, I'm obviously going to pick Mahomes because of the position that he plays. As much as I love Miles, I would still start with Mahomes. I think he should. I mean, he's got 36 sacks. I mean, he broke the record by 14 at this point, and there's still a whole game to go. As Kevin points out. There he is across the middle. Nice little play there up to the 40. Browns continuing this. Now, if you're asking me in real life, if Mahomes does a normal Mahomes year and Miles has 35 sacks, he'll absolutely win the MVP. But I don't think Madden will give him that cred. So interesting. I would assume the Browns are going to be running the football a bunch, but they're showing a bunch of throwing a bunch of shorter screen pass or slant passes. Things there. There's Chubb up the middle, right side. Nick Chubb, his best run of the game. Go Chubb! He's going to drag Awunsar all the way down to the 46-yard line. By far, Chubb's best run of the game. Because that time he found the hole and just exploited it down the middle of the field, and then got dragged from behind by that linebacker, Patrick Awunsar. Tick, tick, tick. There's the defense on the sideline. Baker with the I formation behind him, letting that clock run down. Play clock at 9, at 8. Maybe even let it go a little bit further. There's Chubb again. He can't break that tackle. There's Awunsar this time winning the battle. But he is getting 3 per carry at this juncture. We are winning. You're right, Sean. It's been a pretty good game for us. It started off early. That was a bad pass by Baker. It started off early. The Ravens had 2 first-quarter touchdowns that we were able to get 10 points off of. And that was really it. And then we had a really good end-of-half drive, which never happens. And then we had a field goal, and that's it. Uh-oh, there's the spin, but no sack. Instead, he's going to find a wide-open receiver in the middle of the field. Richie James Jr., that's like the 5th receiver, or 6th receiver kick returner guy. And he catches a football down. He's got 2 catches now for 28 yards. Jr., look at him. Cutting a hole right down the middle of that seam. That's how you attack a cover 2. And they did it well there. Oh, thank you, Dinosaur, for checking the bottom. Cincy up with 8 minutes to go in their game. We'll continue to keep an eye on that one. Back to pass. Baker throws it right side. Caught. Touchdown. What a play. Ricky Seals-Jones. Holy smokes, was that a sweet touchdown? What is it? We're looking at somebody's crotch. What is happening here? This is a PG-rated channel, everybody. Look at this play. Look at that deep go route to Ricky Seals-Jones. Huge touchdown. Whoo, what a play. Ricky Seals-Jones. That was incredible. That was poetry. Good. I like that. Poetry in motion there, says Dwayne. Incredible throw and catch, and they're not even going to review it. He's just in. That was beautiful. Man, I miss Ricky Seals-Jones. Where did somebody, I remember a couple of games ago, somebody looked up where he's at this year. He was a good route runner, good smooth, and he's gifted. We can trade Njoku for Ricky Seals-Jones. 27-6. Man, the Baltimore beatdown is in full effect now. This has been great. Haven't been stressed at all, which is probably good because my 8th grade volleyball team, my 8th grade volleyball girls aren't going to want me to be all stressed out and yell at them all practice today. Abercrombie, Al, you're right, kid. You're right. Abercrombie is the new RSJ. You are right. Oops, since he just scored a touchdown. Dang. Stat Weasel. It sounds like tonight at some point I'll do a quick live stream where I kind of poke around the new Madden for everybody, and I'll go through the Browns roster at least to kind of get us ready for the new sim season. But then, oh, picked again! Denzel, let's go! 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Let's go, Browns! His 2nd pick of the game, Denzel Ward, and this one goes to the barn. Let's go! Denzel Ward, his signature switching of the ball hands all the way to the end zone. Incredible. Turn out the lights. They are done. Incredible pick 6. It was probably already over, but that definitely seals it. Denzel Ward, let's go. Any event, sorry about that. So Weasel, I will say that week 17 will happen. I don't know what my schedule looks like for tomorrow, but probably Friday. We'll do that week 17 sim, and then if for some crazy reason we make the playoffs, we'll try to cram those in on the weekend. If not, thank you, Karen, RSJ in Kansas City. That's right, another speedy weapon for Mahomes to use. And then hopefully this weekend, if Kit and I can connect, especially on things like playbook and you know, how high we want to turn up certain settings and stuff like that, we'll try to launch preseason game number 1 this weekend of our new 2020 series. Because we got real Browns football 2 weeks from Sunday, folks. That's exciting. So we're going to try to get all 4 of the preseason games done before then, leading up to that sim, leading into the first game. So 6:19 to go. Lamar Jackson luckily sliding to stay in bounds because he's a moron, apparently. Staying in bounds in the China. There's another, told you, they run a lot of screens. Nice tackle by Mac Wilson to keep Mark Ingram in bounds so that clock ticks. 34-6. Man, we haven't had a decisive victory like this in a while. This has been good. Everything's more fun when you're winning. Food tastes better. Colors look brighter. Back to pass, Lamar again. He's going to float that thing out to the right side, and that just goes out of bounds. So it stops the clock at least. But that thing floats out of bounds. 4th and 3. I would assume that they'll go for it. Why not? And they are going to punt. Why the heck not? Down by 28. Just punt this thing away. I think that's probably Jarvis waiting for it, but that thing bounces. That thing's going to check again for Sam Cook down at the 6. So he's got one at the 6 and at the 4. Jamie Gillen has one at the 2, or excuse me, at the 1 and at the 4 today. Yeah, you're right, Dinosaur. Lamar has been pretty bad today. Like we've said, when they have to throw the football, and this is the same in real life, when you get a lead on them and they can't run the football first, that's the recipe for beating the Ravens. Chubb right up the middle. He's going to get tripped up. He's going to get 1 yard there. 14 carries now, 44 yards. But most importantly, the clock, she ticks down. High formation. And off again. No play action this time. He's going to float it deep right side. Caught at the sideline. What a toe tap and catch there. Jarvis Landry. 29-yarder, and he toe taps his way to the sideline. I still have no idea why we're throwing the football, but look at this catch by Jarvis on the sideline. Sweet play. Great catch there for Jarvis Landry. Further insult to injury. They could just hand the ball off and then punt, but instead attacking the Ravens defense. Here goes Chubb, and he's going to run into some trouble. Marcus Peters gets in the hole quickly there. Brandon Carr. That's right, Marcus Peters hadn't gotten traded in the middle of the year. Right up the middle, Chubb, both hands on that football. Good job, Nick. First down, Browns. Under 4 minutes now, as this thing's just going to tick nice and easily down to a dominating Browns victory. Nick Chubb right up the middle there, pounding his way. Triple tight ends in the game now. We'll love to see if they're going to run or play action or just straight pass out of this one. They're going to just straight pass out of this one. He's got tight ends everywhere, and he goes to his receiver. That's the top of the screen. Taywan Taylor again. Or excuse me, Jarvis Landry again. Gosh, I cannot read these numbers. First down, Browns. I will say the new uniforms do look sweet on Madden. I really like the new uniforms. I mean, they look good, obviously, but they did a good job. They look sharp in the game. Which I will show you tonight when I show you a little teaser of Madden 21. We are 7-6-1 right now in the sim season, Dwayne. So fresh on it, we're going to be 8-6-1. So we've already beaten Freddie's record by 2. Oh, there we go. Give us the face mask. We've already beaten Freddie by 2 wins
Face mask.
with week 17 to come. And a chance for the playoffs still intact. That face mask takes us down to the 17 now, but it does stop the clock. Floats it over the middle to no one. Not sure if that was supposed to go to Seals Jones again or not, but the clock stays stopped. Let's get the clock running here, boys. 5-step drop for Baker. He's going to just check this thing off to Chubb, who's going to pound his way down to the 5, inside the 5 to the 3. First down, Browns. That's going to take us down to the 2-minute warning, I reckon. Yeah, they're sweet. They look great. The old new unis look great. And that is going to be the 2-minute warning. I smell fear in that offense, somebody says. Oh, he's going to double down and say it a second time. First and goal, Browns spread him out. Single back is Chubb. Ravens clearly think it's going to be a run. And it is, and Chubb's going to veer left side. Touchdown! He was wide. I thought he was going to get tackled in the backfield. But Nick Chubb goes to the left side, and they are pouring it on now, 40-6. Let's go. Just punching them in the mouth. Go Browns. Boo you Ratbirds. I hate the Ravens, and this feels very good. Look at that, Nick Chubb. 40-6. Extra point upcoming for the old 35-point beat down here in Cleveland in week 16. Yes, you're right. So much fear in that offense. Nick was like, you're right. I'm afraid to get touched, so I'm going to run into the end zone without getting touched. All right, here we go. 157. Seibert going to kick this thing away. Incredible feeling in the stadium right now. Lasley's going to take it from the 1. He's going to go down at the 26, maybe 28-yard line there. I'm with you, Karen. Happiness is a Browns victory. And even when they don't win, Karen keeps our spirits up with her bubbly personality and positivity. All right, 153, Lamar in the shotgun here. Can he turn the football over again? Or can Miles get another sack maybe? But they're going to set up another screen because that's what they do, and that thing is incomplete. Mark Ingram was supposed to be on the receiving end of it. 150 to go now, 2nd and 10. Lamar back to pass, setting up another screen. Good tackle there, Larry Ogunjobi. Look at that. Somebody pointed it out earlier. Lamar Jackson now 15 completions, and he still doesn't have 100 yards passing. Yes, a 40-burger on the Ratbirds. Love it. There's definitely a chance, Sean, especially with this win. Ravens have 9 wins. We have 8 wins, and I haven't seen an update on the Bengals score, but they may have 9 wins too. So all 3 of those 2 could have 9 wins, and we could have 8 wins. And there's a possibility. Myles Garrett, 4th sack of the day. That's number 37 on the season. Holy crap. There absolutely is a playoff chance. And again, sometimes the half game difference with the tie hurts you, but it may get to a point where that half game in the tie helps us here. So we'll see what happens. Nothing will happen unless we can beat the Bengals next week. Quote unquote next week. Nothing can happen unless we do that. So we definitely have to beat the Bengals. Left side caught Marquise Brown, but I didn't think he had enough for the first down. He didn't. 1st and 10 for the Browns. Yeah, he is about to get a 40-burger on sacks. That would be nuts. What if he doubles it? I mean, that would have to be, he'd have to get up to 44, 45, but he's at 37 now. Incredible. I mean, I always wonder, because what did we decide? Fletcher Cox had like 8 more in that Super Bowl run in 2022. If we hadn't benched him for the last 2 weeks, he probably would have had darn close to this, 37-38. Chubb right side. Pierce going to rip him down. Please don't use your timeouts. Thank you. Last snap of the game, hopefully. Right side to the left side, Chubb. He's got the room, and he's going to break a tackle, so he has a couple of nice runs there, getting his total up to 79 yards, which is a little bit more respectable. He was on pace for 36. Well, there you go. So that was Miles' 37th. That's right, because he was averaging two a game pretty much, like 2 to 2.1, 2.3 a game. All right, we did it. We beat the Ravens, and we beat them badly. This was fun. Thanks for everybody for hopping on. Appreciate my subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thanks for everybody for participating in the chat. Thanks to my partner in crime, Kit, on the channel. As always, appreciate everybody's patience and flexibility as the fall has started. Thus, my schedule gets busier and the streaming slows down in terms of how many I can do. So we'll finish the Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda season here in the next couple of days. Again, if you're looking out for tonight, or just go back tomorrow and check the channel, I will do a quick little Madden 21 preview for everybody tonight when I come back from volleyball. And yeah, that will be good fun. So the Browns, big winners here today. Big winners today. 299 for Baker, 2 touchdowns. Did have the pick. Both Hunt and Chubb had nice rushing touchdowns. And Myles Garrett again with those 4 sacks. Huge 2 picks for Denzel, including one that he took to the house, which was awesome. What time? I would say it'll be after dinner sometime, so I would say probably anywhere like in the 8 to 9 p.m. range would be my guess there, Wendell, where I will drop my little preview of Madden 21 and show you guys stuff that's in the game. I'm not going to play a bunch of game modes or anything, but I'll just kind of show you how it looks and go through the Browns roster, and then maybe we'll sim a quarter of action or something to get just so you can kind of see how it looks. Cool. All right. That's a wrap. And really appreciate it. We'll go ahead and fast forward the week here real quick to see. So they're now 9-6. So let's take a look at the playoff picture. Yep, agreed. Thanks, Mad Hero. Appreciate you being on. So, the standings in the AFC North. So nobody's clinched anything. So there it is. Both teams 9-6, and we are 9-6-1. So if we beat the Bengals, they will be 9-7. We will be 9-6-1. So we will take the lead on them. And then if the Ravens win, they will be 10-6, obviously, and win the division. Let's check the AFC as a conference. Colts and Chargers, the only 2 to clinch, so lots of spots still available. So it could be tight, and the Bills clinch. They're going to win the division there. Gosh, they're going to win the East at 8-6-1. That's crazy. So there we go. We're going to see what happens. It's going to be tight. Everybody's bunched up here in the middle. And we'll see what happens in our Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda Sim series. Appreciate everybody being on. This has been Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports. We'll do it again sometime soon. As always, go Browns!